For the love of everything good and holy, could someone please make it stop raining? Welcome back to Mrs. Rattlecan's house, and this is the week in review number quattro. Saturday, I did absolutely nothing. I laid in the bed and slept. No, that's not true. I slept and coughed. Let's see. Mrs. Rattlecan was a busy little thing, working on the master bathroom, trying to get that cleaned up, and working on the area in the tiny bathroom that was now exposed because we've pulled the toilet. And so she could get back there and get those tiles cleaned and get the vanity cleaned. She took the doors off, she took the hardware off, and got that stuff cleaned up. There's no damage, there's no chips to any of these fixtures. So even though we're pretty sure that they're not original, they're still, I don't know, maybe period is what you would call it, and they're in good shape. So we're kind of starting to lean towards, even though they're not original, we may end up keeping them. Let's see. I have no video of this, but I set mole traps today. The battle of the vermin has begun. Between that and ground squirrels, that will be our next quarry, because ground squirrels cost me $800 when they chewed a hole in the fuel line of my truck. I also talked to the previous owner of the house, who told me that the roof was only 5 or 6 years old, and he was very happy with the roof when it was put on, because he had them strip it all the way back to the wood. So it wasn't they didn't just overlay it, they re-roofed it. They took the old roof off, put the new roof back on. They also redid the garage at the same time. I also found out that the pirate ship on top of the workshop was actually a yard ornament that he found, and he thought it'd make a nifty weather vane. So he went into his machine shop and he crafted the letters and the mount and the arm for all of that. That's all he did, all of that. He thought it was neat, and we think it's kind of cool. So you know what, it's staying. I noticed that the plans had a toilet, that it was roughed in for water and sewer, and I said, so was it taxes or was it code? And he just laughed and he says, nope, just ran out of money. So he's told me the location of the termination point for the sewer line as well as the water line, in case we wanted to do that at some point. Let's see, I began to pull some of that rotted 5/8 plywood out of the floor in the laundry room. I removed the drain and capped that down below. That whole thing is done wrong. It's done with like irrigation pipe. And I know I'm living in Ohio, but you still got to do things the right way. I measured the crawl space. I discovered an excavated area up against the backside of the foundation, and I don't build houses, so I don't know what the normal way is that they build these. All I know is that there's this excavated area next to the wall, on the opposite side of the white room wall, and that's problematic for two reasons. Number one, there's a crack in that wall, and that crack goes all the way through, and I'm pretty torqued that didn't get picked up in the home inspection. The longer and longer we dig into this house, the more unhappy I am with my home inspection. Anyways, there's water getting in there. I think I found the source of that water, and just it'll be to be determined on how we fix that, because I need to encapsulate that floor space so we can get our radon abatement system in. So we'll see. And then I went around, and just because I kind of reached an impasse with the encapsulation on the floor, I went around and I removed all the baseboard heater covers. So now, maybe even this weekend, we'll be able to get all those washed off, and then we'll start getting those kind of back into condition so that they can be painted, whatever color the room's going to be painted. The irrigation guys came over, and I have a 10-zone system. We only had 4 broken heads, so the guys fixed those, and while they were doing that, I actually did work in the workshop. I put up 2 lumber holding racks, and these these brackets, they'll hold something stupid like, I don't know what it was, 500 or 1,000 pounds, when they're properly installed, and they're lag bolted into the studs. And that's way more wood than I'm ever going to put on those. So I've got 2 of those installed right now. The plan is that at some point we'll just stack those all the way up to the roof. I power washed all the screens. We had taken them all out. Well, I should say I power washed all the screens that we have. There are some screens that are missing, and we'll have to find a source for those. I replaced the shower head in the master bathroom that Mrs. Rattlecan has picked up. I also acid washed the floor in that shower. It was whoever put the tile in didn't get all the grout off, so there's a haze to the top of it. I tried the suggested dilution. We'll see if that perks it up or not. I took the toilet out of that bathroom too, so now Mrs. Rattlecan can get in behind there, get that clean. We're going to be doing a series on rehabbing toilets. That'll be kind of fun. Most people just replace the little valve thing in them. We're going to take them all apart and make sure that they're set up for another 50 years. And then the last thing that I did here on Friday was I repaired the interior portion of the foundation crack. I did that using hydraulic cement, and when we got a phenomenal amount of rain, we got an inch of rain in about an hour on Thursday night, Wednesday into Thursday night, and then today it's still raining at the time I'm making this. But so far in my yard, I've gotten another 3.5 inches of rain today. So that may account for the water seeping in. It may just have been the perfect storm. So once it dries out, then we're going to get on the back side of that wall. We'll dig that out and we'll repair the other side of that crack. So that's kind of what's going on this week. If you wouldn't mind, make sure you click the thumbs up or the like button. If you've got a comment, make sure you put it in the comments down below the sermon notes. We'd love to hear from you guys. Love to hear the ideas that you have and suggestions for other or better ways to fix things. And as always, make sure that you subscribe up both here on YouTube and on Facebook so that you can get the latest updates. That's all I've got for now. You guys have a great weekend. Cheers.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Mrs. Rattlecan's house, consider checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and to get the latest updates on our progress, like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Absolutely should have some wine.